Hello everybody, welcome back to Yenna's Cake Tips. Lady shoes using on the cake as a decoration, it becomes a quite trendy, popular way of decorating lately. So I'm not so sure that putting a shoe on a food, on a cake is the right thing to do, but having said that, if you do that right, out of sugar, and looks like a real one, it will be quite interesting gimmick. So I would say, why not? How are we going to decide what to do if we want to make a sugar shoes? Let me give you a logical example. If you want to do a sugar wooden table, I want you to think about what carpenters does. So we can take some tips, some really useful ideas from them. I've done countless number of sugar shoes and used them on the cake. And I also did the same thing. I look at how the shoemakers work, so get some ideas from them. Lady shoes designs are literally endless. But if you categorize them, there's only a couple of types we can talk about. So today, I like to take a very simple open stiletto slipper as an example to show you what to do with a very little effort for a very quick result. So let's get working on it. As usual, I went to internet and just find out this shoe, it gives me very good view, the side view that I can exactly know what to do. So there's a front side is quite clear, the back is quite clear, and the heel is quite high that I can follow that as what I want to do today. Material-wise, we're going to use pastillage. Pastillage recipe is available in yenasway.com. Please just go and take it from there. So once the pastillage has been done, it's not ready to use because it's not really nice and smooth. So you just give a good knead. If you want to put in the microwave for a while, it will be quite helpful also. So I'm using always a bit of oil on the table so that it doesn't stick to my fingers, to my hands. You can always go and get some shoemaking kit. It comes in a box. There is some styrofoam blocks inside. There is some templates inside you can follow. But as you know, I don't use all those pre-purchased molds and cutters. So I'm going to actually use this one for the shoe and also this one for the mold. So what to do? Let's concentrate here now. What we need to do. Over here, we have to roll the sugar, pastillage, and then resting on a kind of shape that it dries in the way of how we want. So this is the part that I like to make a mold. This part, okay. And I want to make another mold, which I can rest the front side of the shoe, this one, all right. You can also get this one done like that. You see, as you see that I'm doing the internally, like smaller than the as it is, all right, like that. But this is, we're not going to worry about today. So I'm just going to do this and that, all right. So I use pastillage for everything. I use pastillage for the shoe. I also use pastillage to make the mold. When the pastillage has been done, it is quite hard, but I put it into the microwave to make it a bit softer, and then just give a bit of knead also. That's ready to go. All right. So there is a kind of big lump of pastillage, right? So I like to create a kind of lifter or holder to do this part. So what I do, I just go like this, right? Let's check it out, the shape. Cut this a little bit here. I'm just getting sort of like a approximately that the important part is this part. Okay, this is done. Then I cut this. I don't need this part, and I also cut it like this. All right. Then I also cut this end. I don't need it. If you want, you can keep this part for many times. You can let it dry or knead it again, put it back in the plastic bag. You can use it next time for something else. All right. So that is this part. All right. It is quite soft. I can't use it today, so I use what I did yesterday. So that's part. Same thing. All right. And then for the front side of the shoe, I have to make another holder. Just a round piece, like this, and flatten like that. All right. And this is the template of the sole of the shoe. And that is the size that we're going to use. Right shoe. So this is going to be here like this, and then this is going to be like that we can put our stripes on it to rest. So that is also this one. All right. I also did yesterday another one. It's already dry, so I'm going to use this one and that one for today. So all what we need is this, is that, and this one to know exactly what to cut. So I'm going to get now my red and light brown pastillage conditioned, start rolling to cut. I have prepared my red and sort of like a skin color pastillage, but you can also be light brown, but I just used like a bit of like a foundation color. I roll that for a little bit first and put on the side, and I roll another, the skin tone pastillage, a lot smaller than that, because I want to make a thicker red part and then the light brown thinner. So then I put this together like that and roll it again. That should be good enough. So let's put this one here. All right. So this will be like this, coming like that, and then going like this. So it has to be this way. All right. So like that and like that. That's ready. Just touch the corner a little bit, make it sort of roundish, slightly. And we're placing this one here. So, as I always do, I have another one, which I did yesterday, not to wait till it's dry. So that's the one. As you see, pastillage, both sides, nice and dry, very rigid. We can work with that, right? So let's now do the heel. This one first. Every time start with a bowl shape, then I just do this. I want to have a nice and thin one. Okay. You don't need that much. And then this part, make it really nice and edge. All right. Then we have a little bit of water. Place this here. Make sure that this part is very similar to that part, so the same size, right? All right. Then I'm going to cut this part. and this part. Okay. Now the question is, we have to cut this in this angle. All right. So bring it here. Bring it here, and then we have to cut this about that angle. All right. That's it. I'm not worried about this length because that we can cut later on accordingly. So I'm going to now touch a little bit more while the pastillage is still soft, and make sure that this is around this size. Okay. Oh, yeah, that is already good. Okay. And let it dry. Just put it here and let it dry. But I already made one before, so this is exactly the cut, and then this is the dry one. All right. So now we have to produce our front side of the stiletto. Okay, watch this. This is very important. One cut out. One, two. Third one, straight cut. Then turn around. The other side. That was a bit too thick, so I cut a bit thinner. Right. Then again, one cut here, but make sure that you have about 5-6 millimeters in between, not cut. All right. Now the trick, that is my mold to shape this. I'm going to put a bit of oil inside here, on top here, just a bit of oil. So I make sure that that doesn't stick on the surface. All right. So then I take this, place it here. All right. Open, backwards, open, forwards, and that stays in the middle. Okay, just like this. Okay. Then cut a little bit more further out. We're going to cut one more time, but I don't know exactly where to cut at the moment, so I'm just going to do this. All right, and turn it upside down. Just that's what the shoemakers does. All right, turn upside down. You see, the oil is helping me to stick that pastillage on the surface, but it's just only for holding purpose, not for gluing. So that is already done. All right, and after that, turn around. Also, cut here, cut there, and cut there. So now is the tricky part. You have to make sure that this doesn't, you see that I can actually move it. It doesn't really glue it. I'm just using the shape to dry it in the right shape, right? Using the mold. So after sometimes, what will happen, this will be dry a little bit. Then you can remove and put it back again. And what we have at the end, this one. So that is exactly the things what I'm looking for, exactly the same, all right? According to design, what I want to do, everything is ready here now. I will use the yesterday parts, what I did, nice and dry, and then put this today's one on the side. I will use it for another time. So now is the time to assemble everything. The first thing to do is put the heel together with the base and it's stable with chocolate this time. because chocolate will have like a very instant getting connection. All right, put it here, a little bit more. Make sure it's not oozing out, right? And then, once this happened, what I like to do, it's a very good idea to put dot of chocolate here and dot of chocolate here and glue it on the rigid surface. So that will stable the shoe that we can work on it. If you want to put more details on it, you can just work with that. Just wait for a couple of minutes, it will set and we can work with that, all right? So next thing is, this is, as I said, is already moving out. You see that you can just take it out like this, all right? But not yet, it's not dry yet. Okay? So now, we have to put on the front, the assemble here, but this time I'm going to use a red royal icing because I don't want it like any other color. It's just like looking out. It doesn't look good. All right, a little bit of red royal icing, and then carefully, in one attempt, you have to be sure that you put it in the right place. All right, that's it. So. As far as I'm concerned, this STILETTO shoe slipper is already ready to use. So you can, what you have to do is, as you see that is completely stable on the board because of the dot of chocolate, you can just put your knife on it, just pop it out, it just pops out, and then you can take it out and put on the cake. So what else we can do? So that should be not the whole thing we can do. First of all, when you look at this picture, we have done this. We have done that, but we didn't do it this way. So we have this stripes shape. So as you see that, we can already take it out. Even that couple of minutes past, we can take it out, right? So you can do like big stripes like this. You can do different design, different colors. And also you can continue to do the back part of the shoe. And as far as that, you can do a piece of pastillage again to place it here and get everything else nicely done and like this shape also, and also stripe like this, all right? So, I'm sure you will have now a question, if we have to make a closed shoe, what we have to do? So this tutorial is not about the closed shoe, it's something simple, but let me give you an idea what you can do. You can take just a new shoes, of course it has to be unused, otherwise probably will be smelly, all right? So you just take a simple shoe and then purchase a new one, and then take a piece of pastillage and push it inside the shoe. So that is actually what I did years ago, I can still hold it, it's like very, very hard, all right? Push this pastillage inside, nicely squish it in, and then let it dry and take it out. So that is exactly what shoemakers does. They have a wooden mold that they put the leather on it and then nail them underneath or stick them underneath, so however. And then what you do, if you have this mold, and also this is ready, and then you do this separately, like you have it here, and then you do all the top part, cover the whole thing with sugar, and cut it out. Cut it out to hold the parts that which is you don't want to have it, all right? And let it dry, and then take it out. But the trick is, when you do that, you have to remove that top part, the sugar part, from the mold before it's completely hardened. So it's not very difficult. You can make it just the two part here, you can join over here, separate and take it out and make sure that the mold removable after sometimes. So all those things what you have see over here, this picture, that one, I will make another drawing for this one, you can print out from our website, www.yenersway.com. So you just have to click underneath the video, there's a link, and you go there and print whatever you like to do. So let's finish this one off now. We don't need this, we don't need that, we don't need that, but I can do another shoe tomorrow, all right? I like to add one more little ornament here. What could be? It could be a pearl bolt, it could be a kind of little diamond-y, it could be little flowers like this now. So let's put it on. Just put a bit of dot here, like this, and little daisy like this in the middle, all right? And then dot of red color, it could be also yellow, doesn't matter. So let's stay on the one color, red, all right? So that is my simply done STILETTO slipper shoe for you to follow if you like to. All right. So please like, share, and subscribe because I'll be back next week with another idea. God bless. Bye for now.